guys, welcome back to Fancy Goldfish Fanatics. In today's episode, we're going to be heading over to our brand new kitchen tank, and we are going to be talking about that new tank installation, the budget and super simple goldfish tank. So I'm going to head over to the kitchen now, tell you a little bit more about it, but just before that, I just want to introduce our brand new virtual goldfish show that we are going to be hosting on the Fancy Goldfish Fanatics Facebook group. Now that show is going to be launching in approximately a week and a half to 2 weeks towards the end of November, and you guys at home can enter your ranchu or your Aranda into this virtual show. Now it's completely free to enter. We are being sponsored by Hulk's Goldfish Food, Jimmy Goldfish and Star Fisheries, so everyone from the USA and the UK can enter. There is a chance to win some really awesome prizes, and as I mentioned, completely free and super simple to enter. So make sure you keep an eye out on the Facebook group to enter that. Apologies to our other international viewers. Unfortunately, you cannot enter into this competition. I'm really sorry, but it is only going to be for UK members and USA members. But that's over with, so let's head over to the kitchen and check out the brand new Goldfish aquarium. As you can see, we have the brand new super simple budget goldfish aquarium right behind me. Now it's actually been 5 days since I installed the background, and I'm very pleased to say it hasn't peeled off yet, so I'm really happy with it. Now in today's video, we are going to be filling this aquarium up. I'm also going to be testing out the sponge filters and crossing my fingers that they don't all bubble out the top of the aquarium, and sort of seeing at what level I need to keep the water level to stop the bubbles from spraying over the top of the tank. Now I'm going to fill this tank up. I'm not going to add any bacteria or fish. As I mentioned in the first episode, the sponges that go on my sponge filters are currently cycling in the main goldfish mega tank, and I'm going to be adding them into this tank as soon as we get our fish in the next episode. Now I want to get the water in here. I want to dechlorinate it, remove any heavy metals, and I'm going to be using Seachem Safe to do that. And I also want to let the water temperature come up to room temperature, which currently sits at about 19 to 20 degrees. Now I want to let that all get up to temperature, which I assume is going to take 3 to 4 days. So I'm actually filling this tank up 5 days before I get the fish, just to make sure the water is nicely aerated, any CO2 has gassed off, O2 has gassed in, and we also have got the temperature. So I'm going to fill it up now. Let's see if it holds water. I'm crossing my fingers that it does, because it is a brand new tank. So let's fill it up with water and then let's check it out. As you can see, the tank is now full, so it is time for me to turn the sponge filters on. Fingers crossed the bubbles don't all spill out the top of the tank. Luckily, as you may have seen in the previous video, I did purchase the Fluval A202 air pump, which does have adjustable valves on, so it does mean I can adjust the flow that the pump is putting out, and it will be interesting to see what sort of flow it puts out. But that is the tank full, so time to turn the air pump on. So the air pump is now running on the tank, and the bubbles actually aren't spraying too much. I may end up putting a little bit of acrylic on top of the tank just to reduce any of the humidity out of this tank, and also prevent any splashing or spilling going onto the walls and creating any sort of moisture or mold issues as well. But really happy with the setup. The flow is really nice around the tank as well, so we're not going to end up blowing our goldfish all around the system. But that is it today on the new budget super simple goldfish tank. In the next episode, we're going to be adding some fish to this tank. Also, I thought I should mention we are going to be feeding the Hulk's Goldfish food primarily to the new additions in this tank. So I'm actually only going to be using Hulk's Goldfish food, and after we've set up the tank completely, got the new fish in, I'm also going to be monitoring them and actually recording how they grow and how they do on this Hulk's Goldfish food, and sort of keeping track on how they do, and I will keep you guys updated on a very regular basis, and I will also be documenting that on Instagram. But that is it on this tank. Let's head over to the Goldfish Mega Tank, see how the large fish are doing, because it's been quite a while since I last did an update. So let's head over there and check them out. That is the update on the kitchen tank, the super simple budget goldfish aquarium. So now let's talk a little bit about the Goldfish Mega Tank. Now it's actually been ages since I've done a video on these guys, but I'm pleased to say they are doing really, really well. I am posting daily updates on the Instagram page. The link is down below. I'm gonna give these guys a feed on camera for you, show you how they're doing, but every single fish in the tank is doing super well. No problems at all. For those of you who do not know, this tank is 1,620 litres. In the back corner, I have an internal sump, which is run on a 6,000 litre pump, 35 kilos of biomedia, and we also have some sponge filters and some filter fleece in there as well. It is run mainly on alpha grog, but I also have, I think I've got around 12 kilos of biohome in there as well, some ceramic noodles, some ceramic balls, as well as the biomedia within it. But let's give the fish a little feed. Let's see how they're doing, and you guys at home can see how they're doing on the video today. But overall, they are doing really, really well. We've had lots of growth, definitely from the Hulk's goldfish food. I'm really impressed with that, and I'm so glad that they are now a sponsor of the channel. Let's give them some food and let's check them out. Here I am just giving them some of the Hulk Super Red food, which has astaxanthin, a colour enhancer in it. These guys really, really enjoy these pellets, and I have definitely noticed that they are slightly rounder and maybe a little bit more plump with this food. So it is definitely working, and I was surprised. I didn't actually think I'd see any changes using a food on fish of this size. You can also see the algae carpet is slowly coming together. I think we still have a few weeks, maybe a bit longer, before it covers the entire surface. For some reason, even though the lights are spaced exactly the same distance apart and they're exactly in the middle of the tank, it seems to take a little bit of time to grow on that left hand side. But overall, all the fish are doing really well, really happy, no issues at all, and they are just enjoying life and enjoying lots of feeds with the Hulk food each and every day. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the feeding video and also the second episode on the Super Simple Budget Goldfish Aquarium. Now in episode 3 of the Super Simple Budget Goldfish Aquarium, we are going to be adding our brand new fish. Let me know down in that comment section what goldfish you think we are going to be adding. And as I mentioned, we are going to track their growth, see how they do in the tank. And overall, it's a little bit of a DIY experiment. Super easy tank to maintain. Water changes take minutes. Super simple sponge filter on there. Super easy to set up as well, which was my main aim with this tank. But that's it for today's video. As I said, leave a little comment down below and let me know what goldfish you think I should get for the aquarium. And also, I think we should get a new fish for the Goldfish Mega Tank as well. But as I mentioned, that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.